There you are. Hey, have you heard all the exciting news about what's happening at A10 Students this school year? Yeah, a lot of big changes are coming and they begin at the end of this month. It's gonna change how we do youth ministry forever. It's not anything too crazy. I mean, A10 Students is here to be a place in the city for students of all different kinds of backgrounds, right? So if these changes help us bring people together, building community and growing closer to God, I mean, that's a big win, right? I'm all about it. And if we get closer to JC, the big man himself, let's do it. Yeah, that was actually really well said, Chaz. Change is scary sometimes, but I think we can be excited about this change because if it helps us come together as a community even better and help us grow closer to God, those are some pretty big wins. Let's talk about it. So before we get into the big updates, I figured it'd be important to talk about the why behind the changes before we get to the changes themselves. So let's just talk about it. For starters, A10 Students is a part of the larger Church of Area 10, right? Not just some disconnected offshoot. We want our Sunday morning programming and our student programming to support each other and bless students and families in different ways. Meaning we don't want students to ever feel like if they attend church on Sunday morning, they don't have to go to youth later that night. Or if they attend youth on Sunday night, then they don't need to be a part of what the church is doing that morning. We want students to be a part of both because both help students grow in their faith and both serve unique roles in their lives. When it comes to Sunday mornings, we want students to feel connected to the larger church. Studies actually show that this is essential when it comes to students continuing in their faith after high school, which is our biggest goal in student ministry. Because of that, we want to encourage students to attend Sunday mornings with their families and worship and grow together. We also want to challenge students to use their gifts by serving in the church. And if attending Sunday night youth group has any potential to get in the way of that, then that means we needed to reevaluate some things. Now, when it comes to our student ministry that meets on Sunday nights, it may have some similar components like worship and a message, but it's meant to be a unique experience for the students of our church. It's not meant to be a church service after a church service on the same day. We want youth group to be a different but fun place, a safe place where students from every walk of life and background can come and find belonging in a community of students just like them. We want to help students discover the purpose for their lives and who God's made them to be, their true identity. And finally, to give them a place to make a difference in the city by using their gifts and passions to do kingdom work right where they are. And in order to do that, we're making some changes to how we do things here in A10 Students. For starters, we'll be moving our Sunday night gatherings to Wednesday nights from 6:30 to 8 p.m., starting with our back to school kickoff on Wednesday, August 31st. Mark your calendars. Moving to Wednesday nights gives us greater potential for more students to be able to join us on a weekly basis. Sundays can be a day for family now and a time to cram in that last minute homework that you may have been procrastinating over the weekend. You know what I'm talking about. Moving to Wednesday nights also means we'll have more opportunities to get together because we don't have to compete with as many holidays now. Now, it's not just a date and time change and then everything else stays the same. We wanted to look at everything we do in student ministry and remove barriers that may hinder students from coming, as well as find out how we can utilize our space in ways that will maximize the ability to reach new students. As you know, we are located in such an amazing and unique area of the city that brings with it tons of foot traffic, not only adults, but of students as well. And we don't want to miss the opportunity to use our space in a way that can reach new students and give our current ones a place to relax, hang out, and build community. To do that, we will not only be having our main youth ministry programming on Wednesday nights, again between 6:30 and 8, but we're also going to be opening up our space to middle and high school students from 4 to 6 p.m. That's right, 2810 is going to be a space for students to come hang out with friends after school, work on homework, play some video games, walk around Carytown, and so much more. We want this to be an opportunity to reach new students in Carytown and for 2810 to be a place where students can just hang out and build relationships. We all need community, and this is just one of the ways that we want to help provide that. Another way we can build community better is in our small groups. We need people in our lives, right, to show care for us, to speak wisdom into us, to challenge us, and even lift us up when we're down. And most importantly, we need other Christians in our lives to help us grow in our own faith. Because of that, we're going to be focusing more on small groups during our youth ministry time of the night. During small groups, there'll be plenty of time to catch up, tell jokes, funny stories from our week, as well as the difficulties we may have faced as well. It will also be a time to open up God's Word together and learn more about who God is firsthand, while also being able to have conversations about it and ask questions. So here's the challenge for all my students out there. Whether you've been coming every Sunday or you haven't been in years, join us on Wednesday, August 31st, as we relaunch A10 Students with our back-to-school kickoff. We'll have games and pizza, as well as some time to worship God together and pray over this new school year. Come be a part of creating a community of students where you can find belonging and grow closer to God. A10 Students is changing, and I'm excited for what each night will look like moving forward, as it will be different, but in such a good way. Let's do this together.